Our homeschooling days feel so chaotic when I'm running on empty, and I have found that taking care of myself first just helps our days run more smoothly. I don't always do this perfectly by any means, but I have set up some systems in my home to make it possible for me to take care of myself first before I take care of the rest of my family, so that our homeschool days and our days in general just feel less chaotic, more smooth, and more balanced overall. Working out and fitness is such a huge part of my life that I knew I needed to find a way to fit it in to our day when I decided to become a homeschool mom. And I have found that I've really sort of tailored this perfect plan for my days. Not that it's always runs perfectly, but I've planned out my day so that I can fit taking care of myself into the day first before jumping into everything else in the day that just is so overwhelming, it's so chaotic, it makes us feel so crazy busy as moms. And I remember when I first decided to start homeschooling, I was really trying to find some other moms out there that were showing how they fit in like their workout routine while also homeschooling their kids. And I hope that this video helps you and it shows you that you can balance it. You just need to create a good routine in your life and create a system so that you can fit it in. I know it can feel so hard to even think about fitting a fitness routine into your life as a homeschool mom sometimes when you already feel so stretched thin. Here's what I've found now that I am into my second year of homeschooling, and I've really had to figure out what kind of routine is gonna work so that I can fit my workout in. Because when I don't get my workout in, I just notice my days feel so much more chaotic. I am way more testy. I have a lot less patience with my kids. And it's just because I need to pour into myself first before I can pour into my family. I have really found that with me. Fitness for me is something I have been strength training consistently for over 7 years at this point. And before I started homeschooling, I never worried about how I was going to fit it in. But once I started homeschooling, it took me a while to really get to this really good place with this rhythm, but I have figured it out and I hope that it helps you with me sharing it. So how I have found for me to fit my workouts in each day, there's a few different things. The first thing being having a home gym. Having a home gym really makes it possible to get your workouts in each day. If I didn't have a home gym, I definitely would not be as consistent as I am. It's so hard to get ready and then get in your car, drive to the gym, and then you're sitting there waiting for the equipment that you need. Sometimes you can't get to your whole workout, and then coming home, sometimes that could take up to 2 hours. And especially we just got back from like a month-long vacation. I filmed a whole video talking about it if you want to go and watch that. But I was using the gyms at the hotels that we were staying at, and it really just made me feel so grateful to have a gym at my home, because there were so many times I just couldn't get to the equipment, especially like weights. Oh my gosh, just like forget about it. Some people will stay at the weight section at a gym for like an hour. And I'm like, well, why do you need these weights for a whole hour? Like get it and get it done. But having a home gym is absolutely what keeps me consistent. And just start small. I started so small with my home gym. All I had at first was a super old treadmill and a couple of my dad's old dumbbells. And I have just slowly grown from there and then had a space in my home to kind of have a gym. And it's a huge game changer. The second thing is using some sort of fitness app so that you can take that mental load off of you. I personally choose to use Whitney Simmons Alive app. There's so many apps out there though, fitness programs. I know there's like Apple Fitness that I know some people use and they love it. But having an app that you can just open and go to what workout you're gonna use saves so much mental energy and time. It makes my workouts an hour total every day. And the third thing is getting your workout done in a pocket of time that fits you. For me, I have found it has to be early mornings. I am just a person, I have to work out in the mornings if I'm gonna get it in, and I need to be up before my kids if I'm gonna get it in. Once my kids are awake, I feel guilty taking that time for myself. I don't know if this is just like a personal me problem. Let me know in the comments below if you feel guilt like this. I think a lot of moms do. And I think that's why a lot of times we don't take time for ourselves to exercise and to take care of our health because we feel guilty taking time away from our kids and taking time for ourselves. I absolutely do. Even though I know that that's not rational, I know that we shouldn't feel that way as moms. I think it's just mom guilt. Like, it's such a strange thing, isn't it? So I have to get up early before my kids so that I can get my workout in. And I'm even fine if I'm if I'm in the middle of my workout and my kids start to wake up and my hubby gets up with them. I feel fine with that. But if they're already up and like the house feels so chaotic and I'm trying to get my workout in, like, just forget about it. It sets me off in such a bad mood right off the bat. And it makes me so impatient with my kids. Like I was saying, I have to get my workout done first thing in the morning. And I find I do not work out every day, but I do work out 4 to 5 days a week. I really try to get 5 days a week in. That's just where my like sweet spot is. That's where I feel really good. If I'm doing that, I feel super consistent. And if I get my 5 workouts in during the week, I feel fine on those other 2 days, like sleeping in a little longer. If the kids are up a little bit before me, I'm just not stressed because I've already taken care of myself first. And by taking care of myself first, then I'm able to get into all of the rest of what the day brings. I'm able to flow more graciously and gently into our morning routines where I start doing my chores, my daughter does her chores, my toddler obviously doesn't have chores yet, but one day we will get there. And then just kind of flowing into our homeschool day, I am telling you, everything just feels so much more smooth and at peace when I get my workout in first and I don't have to think about it anymore throughout the day, and I've taken the time to take care of myself. I think even something as simple as like setting some boundaries in your life, prioritizing, coming up with a plan of what are your actual priorities. I want to make a whole video talking about that because I recently sat down and I actually wrote out my list of priorities, and it has been a mental mind shift game changer for me. I can visually see now what are my priorities, and if I don't get to these priorities, I don't feel complete as a person. And I've found it so important. So I'll film a whole video talking about that too. But creating boundaries, establishing your priorities just will make everything else go so much smoother, and it will make your homeschool days feel a lot smoother. You'll feel more accomplished as a homeschool mom. You'll know that you've taken care of yourself and your health first, and that is so worth it. I filmed a whole video showing one of my exercise routines, and that will be up later this week. I was at a point a few months ago where I was sleeping in later and trying to get my workout in, and I just knew something had to change. I was feeling so irritable. Like I said, that mom guilt feeling, and it just wasn't working. I had to change my routine. I had to sit down and actually figure out when can I get my exercise in so that I don't feel guilty about it, first of all, and so that the rest of our days feel smooth. And I don't want my kids to see a mom who's like constantly looking like I'm stressed or frazzled. I want our home to feel very peaceful. I found I had to get up before my kids to get my workout in. And it's just what's worked best for me. And I'm so happy that I made the change and started doing that because, like I said, the rest of the day just flows now. My house feels more taken care of too. Like, I feel like I can get to our chores more easily because I was up before the kids and took care of myself first, which is so hard. It is not easy to wake up before your kids. I hate it. I'm honestly not a morning person. I would sleep in till probably 11 o'clock in the morning if it were up to me. But when you have kids, you're kind of forced to be a morning person, in my opinion. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got like a little inspiration from it. How I balance fitting and exercise as being a busy working homeschool mom. And it really just comes down to prioritizing it for me and getting up a little extra early so that I can fit it in, so that I can take care of myself before taking care of everyone else in my family. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Remember, you are not alone on your journey. I am right here alongside it with you. I'm so happy you are here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.